Welcome back, everybody. Jump here. It is E3 2019 live from the Los Angeles Convention Center. It's day number 1, and we've got thousands of gaming fans descending upon Los Angeles to do what we love best, which is talk about video games. I'm joined here by some delightful individuals. I've got Grace Morales-Linguet, lead designer on the new Asgard's Wrath, as well as creative director Matt Kramer. And then, as they said right before we came into this, the two fanboys. I've got Davis and Schroeder from Warp Zone. How are we doing, everybody?
Hello.
Feeling great.
Doing great. We are super stoked to be here to show Asgard's Wrath. We've got a big chunk of the game that we're showing off. And we've got our lovely executive producer in there.
Hello.
Yeah, you guys said you were going to put him through the ringer. We've got Mike Doran, the executive producer, of course, here for Asgard's Wrath. Now, the trailer's been out. We've seen kind of the little overview, but why don't you break it down for us? What is Asgard's Wrath with the Oculus?
Sure. So Asgard's Wrath is an action-adventure game filled with RPG elements. The game takes place over a number of sagas. You're going to be playing a number of different characters. You're going to be converting some animals, upgrading some gear, and really bringing that RPG element, to VR. This game is a 30 to 40 hour experience. This is a full gaming experience unlike anyone has seen in VR. And we're the ones to bring it there. Sanzaro's happy to bring this to the fans and finally bring a true VR game of this scale to the VR audience, and we're super happy to be there with it.
So let's lay the foundation a little bit for this. We know that you're a Norse god. We know that this takes place with aspects of Norse mythology, but what is the real story of Asgard's Wrath?
So the story begins with you. You're born in this great explosion of ice.
As most things happen.
Ice and fire, just boom.
So I was born.
Right? And we showed that off at GDC for people who attended or happened to catch the videos on streaming on YouTube or whatever. You start out as a god, you walk right down the Bifrost Bridge, all rainbowy and sparkly, and you fight an epic kraken. And you happen to meet Loki, the infamous Loki. And he sees his great potential in you and decides to become your mentor. So we'll be showing off your first proper encounter with Loki, as what we're showing here at E3 and on the show floor today is the first real saga, if you will, the first real chapter of this 30, 40 hour epic.
Now, of course, this is going to be played on the Oculus. Now, Dave, Schroeder, you guys obviously have all the content that you guys have been making with Warp Zone. Virtual reality and gaming within the Oculus isn't something that you're, of course, unfamiliar with. You guys have had experience with that.
VR is definitely one of our favorite sort of emerging platforms now to play on, and we are so excited to see this because we were able to demo this at PAX, and we spent probably a good
hours.
Just hours in it,
fighting
well beyond probably how long we were supposed to. Just fighting, playing the combat, seeing the Kraken and fighting the Kraken. It was just one of the most amazing games and one of the best combat systems that we've seen in VR.
Nice.
And so we're just really excited to see what's happening next.
Well, let's go ahead and get ourselves right into it. It looks like some gameplay has begun. Mike, it is your turn, sir. What do we have, and how are you today?
I'm doing great, thank you. We're hanging out here in the tavern in the game, which is kind of our central story hub. This is where you go to start and finish a lot of quests. There's a lot of activities in here, mini games, just tons of stuff to do in here. Crafting, everything you think of when you think of RPG, we got it in this space.
I saw you try to shank a guy.
I did try to shank a guy.
That went unnoticed.
and Mike, don't drink too much in there.
I'm sorry.
We got a long demo to go through.
Yeah, this is the beginning.
All right.
He's got beef with that one guy. Man.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, let's see what's going on.
So here we have Loki.
Looks like he's been there a while.
Yeah, he's quite the artist. Actually, if you are familiar with Norse myth, there's a lot of nice little Easter eggs contained in there.
There you go. Drink some ale, my friend.
To the face.
Of course, it's the best way to start in any Norse Viking world.
There has to be drinking.
How does that affect your stats?
Drinking?
Big, strong, powerful.
That was a hit. Don't look at me. I didn't ask that question.
It does not boost your stats at all.
But does it inhibit your stats?
Maybe it boosts your confidence.
It might do. Okay.
Yeah. I saw Mike eyeing one of the Asgardian ladies over there, so maybe he
Please,
needs a couple
no.
more drinks
Come on.
to get over there. Yeah. But yeah, like Mike was saying, this is kind of the central hub of the game. Players are going to be coming back here. They're going to be getting missions from Loki. And those of you that played the GDC demo, you remember when you defeated the Kraken, you met the Sea King. The Sea King gave you that little stone.
Yeah.
So Loki wants those stones.
Oh.
And so here, for the first time, we're going to turn that into Loki. There you go, Mike.
Yeah.
Nice work. And so he's going to be sending you off to different areas of the game to get these stones. Now, that stone was the Fool Stone.
I have something
if
for
you
you,
remember playing the Kraken demo, the Sea King wasn't the smartest guy in the sea, and he gets pulled down with the Kraken.
Yeah, he does.
He manifests the Fool Stone. Now, our next character we're going to meet is Ingrid.
Yeah, and Ingrid, as Loki explains here, is this fiery, iron-willed woman who's out for revenge against one of the actual other gods in Asgard, Tyr, who you may or may not know is the god of war, the god of glory, and stuff like that. So,
Is it the one with the one arm?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, see? We know people.
I went
He
to
knows
Norway
it.
last year. I learned
there
a,
you
I learned a
go.
couple things.
Yes.
I
he
am
knows
very
his
impressed.
mythology.
Yes, so there's lots of cool things in here because we wanted to put our own spin on Norse myth, like trying to almost think of Star Wars or something like that. Like there's this whole canonical universe, and we're sort of like, what are those key events in Norse myths, and where can we kind of insert our own take, our own story, our own
Yeah.
interpretations of these characters?
And it seems travel, of course, is a big aspect of this
Oh,
as well.
yeah.
When you're
Totally.
being sent on different quests by Loki, of
Yeah.
course, you need to be able to travel to those places.
Yes. Yeah.
And within Norse mythology, with the different
Oh,
realms,
you get to
have that
Bifrost.
opportunity.
yeah, totally.
Yep.
He bifrosted so hard there.
Yeah,
He did.
We're
He's-
verbing it now.
He's an expert Bifrost.
I've bifrosted once or twice.
I only do a little bit of Bifrost. That's just
yeah.
not my thing.
It's only on like Sunday afternoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll
When I- when I've
bifrost
got all
all
your
your
chores
yeah,
done.
it's
Hither
a
to
little,
yon.
little biofrost here and there.
It's a commitment if you want to do it right. It's a lifestyle.
And it's cool. You'll be traveling back and forth across all sorts of realms, so they all have their own distinct environments, enemies, weapons, materials to harvest and come back and craft. Because this is an RPG, actually not.
Oh, yeah.
And
action
because
adventure RPG. Yeah.
and because this is a game within the Oculus, and interactivity, of course, in VR is a huge component, we got to kind of see a little piece of that in the hub. Does that continue to be a consistent trend throughout the game as well,
Oh,
of
yeah.
being able to interact with different parts of the
definitely.
environment at all times?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got tons
Whoa.
of stuff all over the place.
Oh, here we go.
High levels of interaction everywhere.
Yeah.
So this is the intro to Saga 2. We've got the maiden going on her voyage here to avenge her brother's death from Tyr. And each of the sagas have these awesome, cool, epic
Oh!
intros.
Oh!
Oh boy, this looks like trouble.
She might
That
have.
went south so fast.
Uh-oh.
She might have said the wrong thing there. In the audio, she actually says, "Tyr, I will kill you." Boom.
You know what?
Yeah.
It's a bold statement, and
You know.
you got to be careful of gods.
And to see this in VR for the first time, like showing this to press and stuff, like just the sheer scale of Tyr
Wow.
coming up and seeing him for the first
huge.
time is amazing.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little
That is
scared.
a cool tat. I wonder how long he's in the parlor for.
I'll tell you what, there might have been a couple years that he had to lay down on that table to get that tattoo there.
Yeah. Generations of tattoo artists. Like
I can't imagine the
man.
glowy ink is good for your skin, though.
You never know.
It's because he probably partakes in the biofrost as well. He probably
Okay.
can handle it. He's probably got the durability at this point in time.
All right. Oh, wow.
So where are we
Made
at
it
now,
to shore.
guys?
So here we are. It's the next day. You know, days have passed since that ambush, and here we have Ingrid regaining consciousness on the shores of the Stormlands, which is sort of like this region of Midgard where she hails from. So she was actually on her way back from a Viking raid, coming back home and determined to get vengeance against Tyr, who is actually the god that her clan has worshipped for generations, and something bad has happened.
We got Loki here. So Loki's instructing
Yeah.
the player. Mike is the god form right now. He is the fledgling god underneath Loki. And Loki is going to instruct the god how to possess and help this human mortal. So here, he's going to reach on out. He's going to grab her. and pull right into her. And it's really cool because she doesn't know. She's like, what just happened to me? And the god is just overtaking her. And what's awesome structurally about the game is the game is broken into multiple sagas. Every single one of those sagas has its own story arc with its own character to
that's amazing.
possess. Right now, we're just showing the maiden, but when you get to the next saga, you're going to be playing as a totally new character, totally new abilities, totally new gear, totally different play style. And to one-up that, when you finish a saga, you could take those other characters that you've unlocked further in the game and bring them back here to unlock further content.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I like it.
Mike, are you trying to help the
nice
planet
crab-
right now?
nice
Are you
crab
trying to put the
interaction
crab
there.
back in the
Yeah.
ocean?
I'm an animal lover. at
Yeah,
heart.
you got to save the crab.
Is it weird that I'm so excited to do all the fun sword combat, but I'm
Yeah.
also just kind of as excited to like play with a turtle, make him come out of his
yeah.
shell.
Yeah.
Eat that lettuce, Mike. Come on.
Oh.
You got to eat your
I
veggies.
prefer fish, but all right. Well,
Yeah, okay.
That's fair.
There you go. Oh, there we
You
go.
just picking up
Your mom
fish
would
off
be
the ground?
proud. Very nice. You can't
You're
just
gonna
eat
gotta eat.
sardines.
You're gonna grow up to be big and strong one day.
one of the benefits of the Bifrost lifestyle is an ironclad stomach.
Oh, yes.
Digest anything.
All right, let's grab that. That's your inventory pouch.
Yeah.
Very important to any fledgling god here.
You have to have a place to keep your lettuce.
Yes.
Yes.
Your lettuce is very important. Your mother would not let you leave home without it.
Yeah.
So here you can grab anything in the world. We got all kinds of.
And put it into your.
You could eat it. You could throw it in there. And
Can
we
make
have a lot of
potions.
foraging and collecting different ingredients and items that you can use for crafting back at the tavern, like where we were before.
Wow, that's a lot more in depth than we knew about. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean for GDC, we're really focused on combat.
Yeah.
And like Grace and I were saying before, the game is about 30, 40 hours of gameplay, so we can't show it all at once. So it's better
No,
to
of
show
course.
it very piecemeal. So this is the rune that Loki gave to the god, and he can use this in the altar here.
Whoa.
Call forth the mighty god.
Shout out to the Norse gods. Their style is
Yeah, they got.
unrivaled.
Oh yeah.
Grandiose is to say the least.
Pageantry.
Yeah.
They're big on that.
All right,
So-
so you've switched perspectives now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we are playing as the god. You notice the perspective change. It's kind of an introduction. Oh, nice catch.
Nice
Nice.
swipe.
Yeah.
That poor bird.
Why don't you get a drumstick from that little guy?
Oh, no!
Sorry.
Nice.
Didn't,
Oh my God.
Don't know my own strength.
didn't we just say you were an animal lover earlier?
Yeah.
You're putting crabs back in the ocean.
Yeah, but nobody loves seagulls. Come on. Let's do it again.
In the trailer, you can like turn it into a bird creature or something. And so I was like,
That's right.
oh, this is nice. And you were just like,
Squish.
and dead.
Wish.
Oh, there you go. You get some eggs.
Yeah.
And it's cool because there's a lot
You
of
just have a lot against birds right now, man.
there's a lot of materials and things that you can only get from the.
Don't.
Mike.
Don't.
Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
Thank you.
You sent him home.
Also, you just threw him.
He's probably fine.
Okay.
All right.
If we didn't collect
He's
the
got a hard
resource,
shell.
we
He
did.
just yeah.
Oh,
Oh, there you go. How about
Oh,
that?
a shark.
big
boy.
fish.
Yeah. Who's the bigger fish now, shark? Are sharks fish?
So
Yes, sharks are fish.
They're
throughout
friends, not food.
the game, Loki is going to grant the ability for our god to convert these animals
Oh
Street
yes.
shark?
into animals,
You
animal
ready?
warriors. There we go.
Oh wow.
We are getting totally street sharks here.
I had that action figure.
There we go.
Oh,
That guy is probably so cool. He'd probably love a little love there, Mike. You should probably get down there and visit him.
Yes.
You get to fight alongside it?
You get to do all kinds of stuff with that shark. You're going to go down there, introduce yourself to him. Let's give a little fist bump, high five action to him.
Street shark.
Awesome.
There he is.
they're there. My childhood's coming back to me right now.
Yes.
Hi, street shark.
Yeah, so
Oh man.
just as you possess each hero of destiny that you encounter, every time you see one of these new animal followers, you establish a link with them by doing a little dap, little fist bump or high five. Here we go.
Yes.
Put her up.
Yes.
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 Oh, yeah.
Now they're pumped up. That high five is sometimes all you need to just get energized.
That's how you
and
become bros for life.
And get ready to go. That's it.
And do you get to pick, kind of like, you can kind of spec out your companions to do different things?
Yeah, each companion has their own combat skill you can use in combat. They also have a puzzle ability that you can use. So over here, you're going to see Mike's going to be using the shark to eat this corpse. And that corpse is going to help you out here to progress through the level. Nice.
That's one way to build a pulley system.
It is.
Sure, yeah.
He's a little hungry there. All right, if we go over here, I bet Mike can get an optional treasure up there.
Oh, yeah.
Send our little buddy up
Can
there.
you feed some of your food to the shark?
Huh.
I'm
You
just
know
saying,
what,
he's been in
let's
the
see what
water.
we
He's
got.
probably never
Yeah,
had cheese.
you're eating. You know he likes fish. You can't be having all the fish yourself.
You could get a little charcuterie plate for him or something. I don't know.
Charcuterie.
We'll see. I bet Mike can
You're
set
allowed
something
one
up
of
here.
those. That's it.
That's the only
That's the
pun.
That
only
was
one.
an accidental pun.
That's the only one you're allowed to use.
Oh man.
So we get hack silver now.
Okay.
All right. So you asked about feeding them. We've never tried it in the game, but Mike, maybe you could try feeding them something. I don't know, guys. This is live, so I don't know if this is gonna work. But
Here goes another.
we'll give it a whirl here.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like that? Huh?
You can play
You don't want it? Come on.
You know what?
Oh.
I bet you if he was damaged a little, if he
Yeah.
was in a little combat, when he grabbed that thing, he'd probably eat it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Look at
Well,
that.
right now we're just
But
having
see,
a catch.
that is
We're just
father
made a
and son.
best friend as a street shark.
And he's your best friend because he doesn't overindulge.
That's
You know
right.
what? You can have it back. My stomach's full for now.
Oh my god.
There you go.
He's not greedy.
No, he's not greedy.
What's great is that unlike my dog, he'll just throw it right back. So the game
Yeah.
continues.
The game continues. So we had, where's he going over here? We get the little gnome dude.
Whoa.
These guys are pretty cool. You'll find them all over the world, and each of them has kind of a little riddle for you. And the riddle speaks out what they need.
Okay.
And so this guy's asking for something in particular.
The tastiest part is above its feet.
Can I phone a friend? I'm very bad at riddles.
Let's see. Oh.
Oh, is it?
Oh, spoiler alert.
So you remember when we killed that bird earlier?
You're okay. You know what? You're right. Circle of life.
Yes.
Nice work.
And then he just disappears. He's
Yeah.
just gone.
He'll be back.
Until the next riddle, back to the drawing board.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly.
And that's just one example of, side quest play. We've got, as you're moving through the space, you're going to be getting tons of side quests. Some of them you can't complete at this time because you don't have the animal, you don't have the playable character to proceed. But what's cool about it is it's going to update your quest log. By the time you're at the end of the game, then you're going to have like hundreds and hundreds of quests all populating, and then you could go back to previous
With the
parts of
future
the game.
characters.
Yeah,
Exactly.
with different characters.
Yeah, so it adds that replayability of different worlds with the RPG aspect of
Yeah.
it. And maybe there's this ledge you can't climb up because you don't have the necessary companion to
That's
achieve
right.
that.
Yep.
Or even the correct hero, because once you've completed a saga, you can go back to other places with those other new heroes. And yeah, some of them have really cool, unique weapons that you can only solve certain puzzles with.
Oh,
look
we
at-
got some combat.
You
I
got
love
some
it. He just
draws
goes right
here.
in.
He's in there.
Get him.
Yeah,
Oh.
we don't have a weapon yet, so we're gonna use our good friend Mr. Shark
Uh-oh.
here to
Uh-oh.
Oh,
take
that
him
zombie's
out.
getting close.
Oh boy.
Oh, step into the. Oh, nope.
Command your follower to attack the
No raising your fisticuffs.
Oh!
Who
Booyah!
needs fisticuffs when you've got a street shark?
There we go. Nice work. Let's toss him something there. He probably got damaged. Let's see if he needs some
Yeah.
help.
Oh,
Oh my.
great articulation.
searching the tomb for a weapon.
Yeah.
Don't put
No,
He
no.
doesn't want that either.
He's a gourmand. He doesn't eat rotten arms.
He's a foodie.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at the little rat. Look at him.
Oh, little
Bad
chunky.
rat. You know what? Let's sacrifice that little guy.
Yeah, we call this our Viking ATM machine.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, Herman.
Oh! Oh
And
no!
he's gone. There you go.
So if
Into
you
an acorn?
And a pine cone.
Oh,
You're
into
right.
a
Wow.
dragon egg.
Oh.
Oh.
pretty useful later on.
Oh, goodness.
It's cool because you can search for creatures around the world like spiders and rats and all that kind of stuff. And then you have those, we call them our Viking ATM machines. And you'll put those little guys in there and they'll get sacrificed and then you'll get some goodies out of it.
I will say a fat rat and the conversion rates are really good right now.
That is pretty good.
Because
A
you
rat
put
for
in a
a
rat
dragon egg.
and you get a dragon egg. That's a pretty good conversion rate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rates are good right now.
Yeah.
Oh, where are we going? Oh,
We're just gnawing
all
off
right.
ankle.
Yep, absolutely.
Just that is, he's not. You can throw anything at him. If you throw him an ankle, though, it's all his.
Proving your worth
Oh, what's
is
this?
under my command.
That looks important.
Got a handle there for. And we do,
One thing that I've noticed that I didn't see in the previous build is the verticality on
Yeah.
this. You are going up
Yeah.
and down and stuff, and especially even changing perspectives is really cool because before you were either already big or you were small in the arena. Being able to jump back and forth is great.
Yeah, and some of the level layouts too. Some of the other sagas that you're going to go to. We do a lot of really contrasting colors with locations from like forests to beach-like stuff that you see here. And also, you mentioned the verticality. Some levels, you're moving up. Some you're moving forward. We really try to change that up just to keep it fresh. Speaking to keeping it fresh, like. A lot of the designs that we
A rotten
made,
apple.
we
I'm
made.
glad you saw that one too, Davis.
Yeah.
Love
Hey,
it.
they're not all good, but I like to play games that are always fresh and new, and it's not like you play the game in the first 20 minutes and you're like, I know what this game is all about. This game is not that game. This game has surprises every saga. You're gonna have different mechanics. You're gonna have different animals, and it's really gonna keep people intrigued and keep them guessing.
I think that's really amazing, especially that it's a full 30-hour game.
Yeah.
It's hard for just 2D games, not even VR games, to keep it fresh for that long. And it's amazing that it's going to be sort of a full epic saga all the way through.
Yeah, it's exciting for us. And like with all the games we've worked on, we've done VR Sports Challenge, we've done Ripcoil, Marvel Powers United VR, and then here we are with Wrath. And every game we try to push the boundaries. We've done the full body IK, we've done the movement stuff that we have here, and we've been in situations where people are like, people don't want this. This is crazy. You guys are nuts. Like, why would you do this? But those are the kind of boundaries that need to be broken in VR.
Yeah, it shouldn't just be about one gimmick per game or one
No.
thing per game. You should be able to build a world. Yeah.
If you want that simulating experience, you need to have that as much immersion as possible. And I think that kind of goes to my next question is every moment that we've been in this kind of crypt area that you kind of call it,
Yeah.
the attention to detail, especially in lieu of Norse mythology, was fantastic. What sort of, obviously there's lots
we
of
got a
research
sword.
going into things. What sort of research were you guys doing to make sure that you kind of kept the integrity of the Norse mythology with these kind of crypts and around the areas?
Yeah, I mean, me personally, Norse mythology is one of my favorite of all of these. I just read a lot of books as a kid, and this was just something I really glommed onto. I love the fact that the gods and goddesses were almost human in a way, with a lot of flaws. Some of them died. Yeah, so some of you may know. So just that something about it was really compelling to me, and just the world that is possible in that. And so there's a lot of we have fortunately a lot of the original poetry and written stuff, a lot of folklore, like the little gnomes are inspired by people still believe in elves and stuff out there. So there's a lot of
look
stuff
at
we
it.
can
Oh,
draw
boy,
on.
here we go.
And
Slice and dice them.
yes, here we go with some draw. Now that you've got a sword, you can actually cut them in half.
And does it look like it's going slow motion as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's great is like all the body parts that he gets and stuff, like the heads and the arms and the legs. You can use those.
Oh my goodness.
okay.
Oh yeah, put that in there. You might need that later.
Just a
Yeah.
random
This is an
grog head.
amazing bag. It's
I mean, it's from
Mary
Loki.
Poppins
Yeah. Oh, yes.
bag.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, but all the elements in the game are used for something. So you might have a quest where you have to turn in body parts or pick up.
Oh, what do we
there
get?
were
Oh, leather
crafting.
gloves.
He just got something. You can so you have a recipe book, and you can track different recipes that you can build back at the blacksmith. So here he's got tracked the leather gloves. That's an upgrade for the maiden. And every time you collect something that goes towards that recipe, if it's tracked, you can pull it up like that, and it'll come up when you get something in your pouch. So here we're back
great.
outside. We finished tiny 0.5% of this saga. And
Hey!
thumbs up.
Friends
Nice work.
forever.
Always thumbs up.
My end
Looks like Mike's ready.
Now, do your
going in.
companions cross sagas too?
Yep.
That's true.
They're there
Yeah.
forever.
Oh,
There you go.
Can you get a dog friend warrior?
Well, we're not revealing all the animal followers
Okay.
today, but we have another little friend that's going to come up here
yeah.
pretty soon. A little.
Did we clear that song?
Heroes in a half shell.
that's great.
If you just sing it out of key enough, it doesn't.
Oh,
Yeah, don't worry.
It's in the spirit of.
Yeah.
Therefore,
Oh,
it doesn't
speaking
break
of,
any
yeah.
copyright rules.
Yeah,
There you go.
inspired by.
Yeah, inspired by.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, raise the roof.
Oh, you tell him.
You're
You
out,
tell
shark
him.
guy. Turtle guy's in.
The shark beast disappeared, but the gods
wow.
True.
That's
creature
great.
instead.
Yeah, and we have some at Sanzaro Games. We have some amazing artists. I mean, we have some of the best character artists around, and seeing these guys in VR like this up close, it's amazing.
He's got a giant mace and shield.
Yeah. Yeah, so you'll notice that the followers have different weapons and
Mm-hmm.
almost fall under certain archetypes. Like you'll find some with bow and arrow, some with like the two blades like the shark. So they all have different utility in combat too. Some are like this
So-
lovely turtle will have
Yeah.
a sword and shield, so they're actually
Oh, so
better
you block the
defenders.
fire.
Yeah.
That is great.
When I saw it, you can play sort of like a rogue type character or a sorcerer. Maybe if you're kind of ranged, you're going to want to have the big
Yes.
turtle guy up front.
Yep.
That's right.
Oh.
No. Oh, God.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Kill it.
You're going to have to.
Get him in there.
Davis feels a lot better about this one.
What's our conversion rate now?
Oh, not
Oh,
bad.
pretty good. Pretty good.
It's 18.
Oh,
Okay.
crystal. Okay.
Not bad.
And one less spider.
Norse-
And one less spider in the world.
That
so
is that is a better
that's,
answer.
that's an important part.
Now, can you employ multiple animal companions at the same time, or is it just are you limited to one per kind of situation?
Just one.
Okay.
Okay.
But we have a cool kind of quick radial menu that you could point at the.
So
the-
your friends are stored.
They're
Yes,
stored.
they're
Great.
stored.
They're in your inventory. You can pull them out
You can
when
just
you need them.
bifrost them.
Truly
You can
friends.
bifrost them out whenever you need them. That's
Oh,
Here
great.
you could see our little buddy here is blocking these flames.
Oh, man.
She's got that big shield.
I didn't think we could top Street Shark today, but man, now we have a turtle here.
I know. What other cartoon from the 80s, 90s
Yeah.
can we bring back?
We
Are
inspire.
we gonna make a biker mice from Mars next?
I love it.
The Jets and the Cats.
we may as well just jump to some Cowboys of Mumesa. You know, we're going to go with all the old classics during that time.
You show those pots who's boss.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm really good at killing boxes, guys.
Yeah.
And always collecting, always making sure that you have
Check out
that,
that statue.
inventory.
That. Oh.
Ah.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
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 Uh-oh.
Oh.
Whoa.
There we go.
Hidden rooms.
Tons of secrets.
And more money.
Oh, yeah.
One down.
And the currency mainly is that I saw you need it sort of for upgrades and stuff, so that a lot of that plays back in the hub.
Yeah, you'll be able to, back at the tavern, you'll be able to use that money to buy stuff with the merchant, the blacksmith. You can use that money to craft items. You can use it to
Upgrade
Now
your
you got a
followers.
shield.
upgrade your followers. Yeah, the
Okay.
followers get upgraded. The hero characters get upgraded. You can also play some mini games back in the tavern. We've got a really fun axe game, and we've got a kind of quarters-inspired mini game.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, Grace is amazing at it. I mean, all her college
Oh.
paid off. And,
It's good you went to
know.
college for the
Making
right
you proud,
reasons.
Mom.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. They are just popping out everywhere. That's great.
Yeah, and it's cool. Like the way the body is cut determines like the way of the body.
Oh, I love the
Gonna be-
flourishes, yeah, too. Oh, when you just drop into slow motion for a split second, it looks really great in VR.
Oh, yeah.
It's very empowering.
It's empowering. It's surprisingly immersive. Oh,
He's like, not in the eyes. Oh.
he's
know
like,
what-
no blood.
You know what's cool is like if you chop a guy's head off while you're playing and it's slow mo, you can reach out and grab the head as it's moving through the air.
Yeah, he did that actually in the last, right when he got his first
Thank
sword.
you
He
for noticing.
Yes.
grabs it
Yeah.
with his left hand.
Yeah.
That's Mike's signature
He's
move.
just styling. Mike's
Yeah.
styling right
Can
now.
you and you can
Bifrost
weaponize?
lifestyle.
You can weaponize the head. Can you chuck it at somebody?
You can play catch with your
Oh yeah, playing catch.
follower.
That's
You
good.
can weaponize the arms.
Okay.
They're very ineffective in terms of
I'm just trying to think of what I'm trying to do. Hard
yeah.
mode, my hard
Yeah.
mode run
What-
through.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Your no armor run
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
Your
No armor.
No armor and zombie
with,
arm.
with zombie arm run through. Oh, I look forward to seeing those on YouTube or Twitch. Or
I wonder how well
Yeah,
you
those
can parry
would be
with a soggy arm.
Yeah.
More Draugrs.
Now it does seem like it as well as you level up, so do your enemies as well. It seems to be there's a
That's
little
right.
2 around their
Yep.
health bars, so it does progressively obviously get harder.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that was all the way in half.
Yeah, so you'll definitely want to go back to the tavern and get those upgrades just to keep up with the enemies.
Yeah, some of the enemies can get really tough. We tend to, again, exploration is a big thing in Asgard's Wrath, and we have a lot of side pockets that have some high-level enemies. If you're up for it, you can go challenge them and try to take them out and get what they got hiding there. Or you can go back to the tavern, upgrade your gear, level everything up, go make some potions, make some resurrection potions, and come back down and, return to that area.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Here's
Mike
Oh,
showing
so this
off
is that
the
radio
smart
wheel
menu.
you were talking about.
Yep.
Oh, there he is.
The kind of quick swap between your different.
Yeah, so here we need
Yay,
the
Street
shark.
Shark.
Yeah.
Act now.
I'm going to pull him back out. Another thing to talk about with the puzzles with the animals is this is kind of the intro to the game, and a lot of the puzzles are, we're using one animal with, but later in the game, you're going to have a ton of combinations where you have to use different animals in different orders to solve the puzzle. So they're not all just one-off, like, key, hey, go do this, open the door, and you'll be switching back and forth between those to solve different puzzles and whatnot.
So it looks like we got the key.
Yep.
Allowed us to now leave the
Bifrosted
room.
out of there.
I don't think he can get over there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I don't, but that's what he needs to do.
I love how he looks at you.
Oh, time to go to God mode.
Oh, yeah.
It's not cheating if you're a god.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Let's see what we can do here.
Uh-huh.
Oh, cool.
I bet he loves that.
Being picked up. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, don't squeeze me.
There we
Yeah,
go.
you saw what happens to the seagull.
And then you
He
got,
was
a
little
little
worried.
shortcut over here.
Ooh. Oh.
And more Draugrs, because why not?
Oh, a little shield bash.
You can kind of Captain
Yes.
And a sword throw.
Okay,
Oh,
now you're
nice.
styling.
Now we're getting.
Oh.
Oh. Mike's
his ear?
got the skills.
Grab
He's
his
got
ear.
it. Nice work.
You never know when you need one.
Oh my god.
And now it's gone.
Your face there.
We also do a lot of shortcutting. So if an item that is needed, like this key, and it's in your inventory, we'll auto put it up for you just to make the flow a lot easier so you're not digging through all that inventory space. And we do a lot of, ease of life things in VR. If you noticed on the stairs, there's a little arrow on the side. You can grab that arrow and it'll just teleport you down.
Okay.
Or you can just walk down the stairs
Do you want
normally.
to kind of keep the immersion?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's
And
like
you're a god, so you can just do that. It's
you
cool.
could just
Yeah.
do that. Yeah.
Of course.
It's magically down there
Yeah.
and just hop
Got a
down.
shroom.
But we're always thinking of what type of player you are.
Right.
Other people are really into VR and they want a full-on experience, and Asgard's Wrath caters to that. But then you'll have people that are kind of new to VR, and they might not have the VR legs that an advanced player has, and we
Right.
really try to cater to both styles of gameplay.
So it looks like we've
Good.
moved
Yeah,
on.
these guys are stronger.
Yeah, it looks like
Oh,
we've
yeah.
moved on from the standard zombie style, no weapon, no intelligence Draugrs, to now we have Draugrs with actual shields
Yeah.
and fighting abilities.
Yeah, so speaking of enemies, these are actually Tyr's minions. So Tyr has built himself an elite army out of the clans people that had worshipped him for generations. And what happens is
There we go.
they're almost
There
like,
we
they're
go.
not really human at this point anymore. For in exchange for superhuman strength, they've sort of lost their humanity. And unfortunately, as Ingrid's explaining here, her brother tried to join this elite army and ended up not even surviving the transformation. And so she...
Yes.
There we
Yes.
go.
Let's do it.
My favorite combination in video games, the double swords.
Double swords in hand, she's out to get revenge for her family.
And it seems like you get to take the weapons of the other enemies. So if they do
Yeah.
have something that might be better, then you can actually just use
Yeah.
that for yourself.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
He ate it. He likes it. Some more. Feed him
But
some
the-
more.
the enem-
We're in Los Angeles, so our shark has to be. We have to have vegetarian options.
Yeah,
there.
yes.
exactly.
He's an
It has to-
omnivore.
we
That's
have
good.
we have to give that option.
If we get some hummus for him to dip it in, I think that's really gonna increase your friendship with him.
Speaking of which, that is actually a system in the game.
Hummus?
Oh, hummus. System, yeah.
The friendship, so you'll notice that each follower has a little emoji next to them, and the more nice things you do for your follower, you can give them like nice little high fives every so often. After battles, I think after every 3 kills or so.
Oh, that was a good
You can
one.
feed them. As long as you keep them alive, they'll be happy with you.
You do not want to passive aggressive.
You do not.
Yeah. So what happens? So does it negatively impact you if say you say you don't give high fives for a week? What happens with your shark friend here?
So we didn't want to be, we know it's an opt-in system, so we didn't want to penalize a player for not participating in it, but it is
that
to their
guy's hard.
benefit.
Oh,
So
here we go.
if you participate, you are friendly to your followers, they'll give you stuff. They'll find you like the random potion or whatever as you're running around.
All right, now we're seeing
This
more
is-
advanced combat systems.
Yeah, this is
here.
a
This
high
is
rank
good.
This
guy.
guy is shut
Yeah.
up.
Let's see if Mike can do this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. He did his charge attack.
yeah, we got
Nice.
a parry. Oh, broke his armor.
Great. Oh, there you
A
go.
quick
Nice.
decapitation to run it all.
Nice
Oh.
kill,
Oh,
Mike.
nice mace.
A
Yeah.
flaming mace.
Flaming mace, yeah.
Davis's second favorite thing.
You stare at that turtle and walk away. You stare at that turtle and
You
walk
saw
away,
that.
Mike.
That was for you.
So yeah, here we're opening up another god altar, so we can switch back and forth between the god and our mortal.
If you had to put it to a percentage as far as playing as one of the mortals versus the god mode, what do you think the percentage split? Right now, it's kind of looking more of like a 70-30 in favor of playing as the mortal. Would you feel that that's accurate for the whole game, or is it very saga specific?
I think it's very saga specific. Some of them are very god centric, while others are it's a little bit less. I'd say the majority of it is you're playing as the mortal for most of it. Here we have.
Here we go. We're building some stuff.
Yeah, god totem. So the god has stuff to do too. So here he just built this little totem. He's still got a couple pieces to do here.
Little decorative elements.
And if you find all these pieces and you build them, they will reveal these godly trophies that you can find in the world.
Proving that even gods sometimes enjoy interior decorating.
Yeah, they got style.
They do.
That looks like it's perfect for Burning Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now you can collect these divine relics.
There we go.
Okay.
There's
There
one
you
of
go.
them.
Oh.
Hey!
Oh,
And
wow.
these will show up back in the tavern.
Okay.
And you can pick them up, check them out. They each have their little lore associated to them.
Do they kind of like is like appearing on a shelf or something? So that way
Exactly.
it kind of adds. You're building your home base out a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. By the time you get to the end of the game, it's totally filled up, and the whole space just seems a lot more lively.
I mean, we did that on Sly Cooper.
Yeah. We always do the old treasure collection on Sly.
Yeah.
It's a fan favorite.
Flaming mace.
Oh, yeah.
We just need to hit something with that. There we go.
There we go.
Nice.
How about this?
Yes.
Oh, sliver of health.
Oh.
Oh, nice work.
That guy didn't even have a chance.
Oh.
Oh,
This is like
Yeah, just. Oh my goodness.
it's like almost more brutal than slicing him up.
Oh my goodness. I feel bad for them now.
Some of the deaths are pretty cool too.
Ooh, that was
In
great.
fairness, they did trade
Yeah.
free will for power. So
Yeah, it is on them.
We have a fun quest. Oh, here he's gonna do a shortcut.
Yeah. Since
Yeah,
you
we
can
have
come
these-
back. Yeah.
These torches here that you can. I don't know. Oh, he's made. You want to do the torch quest really quick?
Sure. One
Yeah, let's do the torch quest.
Do it.
So we want to ensure that the god has a lot of stuff to do too. Let's see. Gonna pick up this little torch here,
It's like a toothpick.
like a little toothpick.
Uh-huh. Oh, there we go.
Like that.
Okay.
Look at that. Man, the level of interactivity is just
And what's
it's
cool about this
insane.
quest, Mike's kind of doing it really fast here, but when you initiate the first torch, you would probably be doing that as
A mortal.
for the mortal,
Yeah.
as the human. And it's kind of the puzzle element, that other layer, to switch back to the god to do it, because
Yeah,
there's
you
no
sort of
way.
discover.
There's no way you'd be able to light them that fast.
this is the speed run tactic.
Yeah.
Speed, yeah.
Do you expect people, the speedrunning community, I asked this question already knowing the answer, so be that as it may. Do you expect to see some speedrunning opportunities with this? I know VR speedrunning is an evolving community across the board.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we love watching, people go through that.
Oh, of course.
Sanzaro Games has worked on, Sly Cooper, Sonic, all kinds of different games, and, watching those on Games Done Quick or on Twitch has just been a blast for us. So I'd love to see people digging into rafts.
Oh, we got
speedrunning this.
axes.
And if you guys remember from the GDC demo, you had the axe that you could recall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We don't have that in this demo because you get it in the next area. But we have
Nice throw.
just the normal ones that you could throw here.
Now, are there
Still good.
two-handed weapons
Still
specifically?
functional.
It seems like these can either be dual-wielded. Are there actual weapons that require, like a great sword or a giant axe of some sorts that requires both hands?
No, not currently. We have tried prototyping that sort of thing, and it is challenging, let's say.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
there are some two-handed weapons. I mean, a bow and arrow does technically take two hands to operate, but no, like great swords or something like that.
Here's an example
You want to
of
keep a hand
The
free.
multi,
Yeah.
the multi-companion.
switching between these two characters.
Yeah, right there in the back.
Yeah, he's got a shell on the back
I mean,
too.
I guess the shell is just a shield
that you wear on your back.
Yeah. Yep.
Portable.
This is the gatehouse. and
Oh, there's
that
another one.
bridge
And
wall.
these little dudes are hidden all
There must
over the
be a way to
place.
raise it
Oh,
into
what's his riddle
position
now?
And lower the bridge.
You like how he's
Poison is something
rocking the other facial hair.
Oh, all right.
So we're looking for an antidote of some sort?
Oh,
He
I
said-
think
he said
you
he wants
grabbed
a
something.
plant that makes you
I
feel
think
great.
you found something from earlier.
Have any?
What do you think? What should we give him? The shark tooth? Nah.
Did you grab a mushroom? Maybe that'll make him feel good for a few hours.
He didn't get a mushroom, he got a shroom.
Oh yes.
Oh no, he doesn't.
No,
want that.
He doesn't want it.
darn.
I don't think he has it.
Yeah.
See if I can find it.
Well,
Another dragon
another
egg?
dragon egg.
Yeah,
What?
the-
Can you talk about what you can do with dragon eggs?
Yeah, you can. The dragon egg is used towards crafting
Yeah.
upgrades and stuff. So if you remember before, we had like the leather gloves.
Oh yeah.
So like to do the leather gloves, like that would be part of the ingredient to
Oh, okay,
to
cool.
build that. Most of the crafting items take 2 to 3 ingredients, and of course you got to pay a little hack silver to get the blacksmith to build it for you.
And I'm assuming some of these craftings are in different sagas in different realms, so not everything is in one area.
That's
you
correct.
do have to kind
Yeah.
of source it throughout the course as you do the game.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
And some of those things, like, there may be an ingredient that you can only get from Saga 1, but later in the game, you may do a couple quests for the blacksmith, go get him some body parts or whatever, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to be able to craft you this new item. And it's that element that you could only get from Saga 1.
This is the 4th impersonation that you've done, and I just want to say all 4 of them have been
They're great.
fantastic.
I try.
You're getting into the character.
I really love what just
thank
happened
you,
here.
thank you very
Like,
much.
we just saw that giant mechanism like rise from the ground. So in VR, you have that huge sense of scale, and then you're
Yeah.
instantly able to just become a giant and interact with it. Oh, hello.
It's an incredible moment.
It
Yeah.
really is
Yeah.
to be able to have that sense of scale, and I think that you can really only accomplish that in VR.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
it's really where you can experience the difference.
You know, it's a great point that you bring that up. That this game, I mean, you can only do this experience in VR.
Yeah.
The scale switching, the way that we roll everything up with, you know, switching to the god and switching back and forth. One of those light bulb moments where someone's trying to do a puzzle and they're like, how do you do this? And then they
Exactly.
switch to the god and they look at it from a different perspective and they solve it that way. It just brings gaming to a
Yeah.
completely new
You guys
level.
will
And
literally
just
step
and just
back
the,
and
the player
Yeah.
take it all in.
experience. The player experience also is like really important here because sure there are other games where you can play a giant character, but you actually do feel the difference in there. Like I remember fighting the Kraken
Yeah.
and like being that giant with tiny little chips around, and it was an amazing experience and like a little bit of a freaky experience where you're just in open ocean all around you and you don't know when that thing's going to come up.
And I
It's-
think that kind of, you know, to go in line with what you were saying as well with that is perspective. I think that's an easy buzzword that you can use. When VR was created and you're starting to see these VR immersive experiences, you're getting a whole new perspective on everything. Now you've got the multi-dimensional perspective,
Yeah.
being able to switch between the mortal, switch between the god, and actually be able to see the world in a different light every time you switch.
Yeah, that's one of our number one things. And you know, going into this game in particular, we've been on this game for a while, and Sanzaro just wants to make a game that is this full-on experience that can only be done in VR.
Use your
Like, I
power.
love playing long games on my 2D console,
Yeah.
and spending 30, 40 hours in there. But this is the first game I've seen of this magnitude that's going to bring that to this
yeah,
medium.
absolutely. It's when you said 30, 40 hours at the beginning of this, I was like, what? I was freaking out inside. I wanted to keep it quiet, but yeah, I was so excited that we're going to be able to like live in this world for that long.
And when we demo it, like watching over at the Oculus booth here at the show, or having people play test it for the first time, like okay, you guys can play for like a half an hour, and they don't want to get out.
No.
Like,
It's like 3 hours.
they're just in there
Absolutely.
having a good time, and it's really allude to the amount of work that our team has put into it, and I got to make a shout out to our team at Sanzaro.
Yes.
They are amazing, and you wouldn't be seeing any of this stuff on the screen without everybody's hard work. So, hats off for you guys back in the office.
Good job, guys.
It seems like we've got
Oh my goodness.
only a couple minutes left, so it seems like this might be actually our last fight.
All right, style points.
Nice.
Just a full body across the board. Mike,
That
you've
was
done
great.
it well.
He's rocking it. Oh,
All right, let's
Right
finish
on the
strong.
bridge.
let's finish strong.
Go, Mike.
Show him the golem at least.
Oh.
Look at this.
He is
No mercy.
no. He's all business now.
I did not
yeah.
want to
He's
be on
like,
Mike's
he's like,
backside.
we're gonna finish up this segment.
Oh,
All
you
right,
don't.
I'm gonna show off now.
He wants it.
Oh, brutal.
And it's great that it has these kind of fight pits as well, where it kind of locks you down and forces these action environments.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Go Street Shark. You guys are rocking it.
Yep.
And I saw you can point your companion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Command.
So
Yeah.
you can flank with them.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
that
could.
was great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, guys, we're running short on time, so any
All right.
last words on Asgard's Wrath or anything that you want to let everybody know? When can we expect this to come out? What is going on?
What is? Oh my.
Wow. So there's these. Let me just speak to
Yeah,
this
no,
here.
of
We've
course,
got
please.
this giant fire golem here. This is about where we are in our demo. But to get past this guy, you need a horn, and you can go back to the tavern. You can craft this horn, come back here and blow the horn, and you will blast this guy out of the way. And
Wow.
there's a number of these guys throughout the game. You got to go back and craft the horn to get him out of the way. But speaking about release dates, stuff like that, Asgard's Wrath is going to be coming out to Oculus fall 2019.
Woo!
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We get it
That
soon.
is a lot sooner
Awesome.
than expected. Oh man.
And
I'm
I
excited.
am super excited for people to play this. Grace is super excited. Our team back home.
We're excited to play this.
Schroeder's like, yeah,
I'm excited.
I'm good.
I'm
Nice.
very
we
excited.
sold you guys, huh?
I mean,
You sold
yeah.
us. You sold
All
us
right.
way back when, but you extra sold us now.
Yeah, we're
You actually sold me at the shank, and then everything ever since then has been
Nice,
just icing on
nice.
the cake.
Nice.
What about you? Mike, they said they were going to put you in the driver's seat and put you through the ringer. As the executive producer, any points that they've missed on that you feel is
They
relevant?
hit it. They nailed it. Bifrost lifestyle. Play the game for life.
Frost for life.
Thank you, Cesaro, for being awesome.
If there's anything you can take away, it's that biofrosting is a lifestyle, not a one-off kind of thing.
No.
What about you, Grace? Any last words?
I'm so proud of the team. They've been working on this project for years of research and just prototyping, art, everything. It's awesome. Like we're really excited to bring a game this scope, this epicness to Oculus, and just
Is that in his eye?
showing it to everybody.
It's in his eye.
and also a big shout out to Oculus and everybody over there. Thanks for letting us make this and standing by us. You guys are awesome. Mike is a fantastic executive producer, and it's just been a great experience all around.
Davis, Schroeder, you guys I know have something to look forward to in the fall.
This is exciting. I'm so excited to work for Loki, really selfless god. I'm sure if he just wants to help you out, I'm sure that's going to
Yeah,
be how
totally.
the story
He just
goes.
needs a
What could
bro,
go
man.
wrong?
Sometimes he just needs a bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Excited. I'm
well,
excited. Beyond words. I don't know. Street Sharks, man.
Street Sharks in every piece of your childhood dream. But guys, it looks like that's going to do it here for Oculus and Asgard's Wrath. There's lots more action left to be seen here at the Facebook booth for E3 2019. It's only day number 1. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.